Please tell your colleagues that are not able to join here that they should use there are two links actually. One link is for the Zoom. One other link is also for the YouTube. The YouTube is limitless. So please, if you know somebody who cannot join, that person should use the other link. And that link is for the YouTube. Also, there is also head of one of our unit that has not been recognized here, the head of our admission, Mr. Samson Oguniran. Don't mind them. The two of them are Ogun. So sometimes you wonder which Ogun you are talking about. One is Ogundele, one is Oguniran. So Oguniran is the head of the admission. So with my presentation will take few minutes. I hope I can be heard. The technical team, can you confirm that I am being heard? Okay, good. So I'm Abraham Oshinobi. I'm the Dean of the School of Postgraduate Studies. So this is our vision. It is important that you know the vision of the School of Postgraduate Studies. We strive to be the best graduate school in Africa and primus inter pares, that is by extension, by extrapolation, the best in the world, and lead the University of Lagos to achieve excellence in staff, research, consultancy, academic content, and graduates through cutting-edge research and by employing up-to-date data acquisition, information, analysis, and knowledge delivery systems. Our mission is to provide advanced courses of instruction and other facilities for the pursuit of high-quality postgraduate programs throughout the university to all persons, irrespective of race, irrespective of creed, irrespective of sex, irrespective of political conviction, irrespective of any other consideration, and consequently provide the general society the needed high quality manpower. We take student experience very important to us. Student experience is not just what we say, it's not just what we do, it's not just a part of us. It is actually our foundation, and it is the heart of everything that we do at the School of Postgraduate Studies of the University of Lagos. Student experience is at the core of our mission here. It is our guiding principle. It drives us. It models us. Every aspect of our work is driven by this core mission of ours, which is student experience. It is indeed the cornerstone that guides and enriches all aspects of the School of Postgraduate Studies of the Universities of Lagos. It serves as both the foundation and the heartbeat of all our initiatives at the School of Postgraduate Studies of the University of Lagos, ranging from this student experience is not limited to students alone at the University of Lagos. Even it's inclusive is prospective applicants themselves, candidates going through admission processes, going through screening, students interaction, students engagement in our offices, in our classrooms, in our departments, in our laboratories, on the streets, everywhere, even in the hostels, including going through result processing, clearance, graduation, convocation, is all about student experience. Postgraduate as well, post-convocation as well, like getting statement of results, certificate, transcript, attestation, references, even up till your places of work. It's all about student experience. We are interested, inclusive, but not limited to alumni engagement. All these are very vital to us in terms of our student experience. Ladies and gentlemen, dear scholars, we have a contract, either implicit or explicit. The rights, the responsibility, and the expectations of both parties are in this contract. And this is to ensure mutual commitment to 1, academic excellence, number 2, integrity, and number 3, collaboration throughout your educational journey. But like I've said here earlier, we are not just interested in your educational journey with us. We are also interested in your journey after you might have left the University of Lagos, where you are gainfully employed. Whatever you are doing in the industries, whatever we are doing afterwards, we are also interested in this journey. So it is a lifelong journey. It is a lifelong marriage. We are no longer separable. We are one and the same. And therefore, there are code of conduct and professional conduct guiding us. It is universal. And that is why we are a university anyway. So this code of ethics and professional conduct are prescribed simply for the good management of postgraduate education at the University of Lagos. Inclusive but not limited to classroom engagement, laboratory engagement, hostel engagement, and other areas, as the case may be. Number 1, integrity. We hold integrity in high esteem. This is our number 1 core value. That no one, including myself, including staff, shall do or express anything, whether by act of omission or commission, to undermine the integrity of the school and the university at large at all times, irrespective of location, irrespective of situation. It is therefore our duty and responsibility to treat all with dignity and respect. Respect anyway begets respect. It is also our duty and responsibility to handle all business transactions with integrity and with honesty. Meaning that we must show up at all times. Punctuality. We must treat the School of Postgraduate Studies and the university's resources, equipment, and products with utmost care. Number 2, in this university, no student, none of you shall be compelled to subscribe to any materials, to any book by force, shall be made to subscribe to any book by any member of staff of this great university. Purchase of books and other materials shall be strictly at the discretion of individual students. Of course, as a teacher, I can only advise, but no students shall be forced to buy books or handouts. Of course, handouts are prohibited. And such books are placed in the bookshop to be purchased. And students are not obliged to write their names for buying books of members of staff, please. Where this is breached, it should be pointed out, or attention of the Dean of the School of Postgraduate Studies should be called, please. Classroom interactions and other meetings. We hold it in high esteem that we deliver lectures at scheduled times. And this is not about postgraduate teachers alone. It's about we students, we participants, we delegates as well. Meaning that all parties shall be in the classroom or at venue chosen before the commencement of the engagement, whether in the laboratory, whether in the lecture room. We must all endeavor to be around to show up before the commencement of the engagement, and must be there throughout all scheduled period. Attendance and punctuality at lectures, at seminars, in the laboratories are being monitored. Timely attendance and scheduled duration of meetings shall be maintained. Next, let us avoid derogation. A student shall not conduct him or herself in relation to others in such a manner that derogates from his or her status as a student of our grade school. In the same vein, a teacher or any staff for that matter shall not conduct him or herself as well in relation to others as to derogate any of you. Specifically, sexual harassment is absolutely forbidden. All forms of harassment at the University of Lagos are absolutely forbidden. And if there is going to be any breach of this, the attention of the Dean of Postgraduate School should be called, please. Examination. No student should put pressure on staff to commit an illegal act. An academic staff shall not, by any act of or omission, willfully or negligently allow students to have pre-knowledge of any examination question before the date and the time set for the examination. And on no account should any member of staff award, alter, or adjust grades or marks to favor or punish a student. Gratification. The staff shall not demand from students any gratification, whether in cash, whether in kind, including sexual gratification in the discharge of our lawful duties. There shall not be solicitation of gift, of acceptance of gift of any kind from any student. However, the PG squad decided that there is what we call open declaration of unsolicited gift. For example, branded souvenirs, if for the sake of argument, Mr. Olaleye is working in MTN and he decides to give me an umbrella with MTN, right? Ordering. Yes, I must show my next superior officer that Mr. Olaleye has given me this. That is what we call open declaration. Not that he has given me and then I will pocket it. No. Even before accepting, I must show my next superior officer that this is what Mr. Olaleye has given me. Can I accept it or not? So such shall be openly declared and recorded. Use of phones. There is zero tolerance on receiving and making calls during classroom engagement, during laboratory engagement, and any other activities as the case may be. Equal opportunity. At the University of Lagos, we do not discriminate. No discrimination against anyone on the basis of race, ethnicity, religion, age, gender. We do not. We give equal opportunity to every race, every religion, whoever you may be. Even without religion, you are welcome. Dressing. Students are encouraged to dress appropriately. Humility. Humility is paramount for postgraduate students as it cultivates an open mind and a willingness to learn from others and a recognition of one's limitations in life. This fosters collaboration. This fosters growth. It fosters resilience in the pursuit of knowledge and excellence. In fact, I say clearly that the hallmark of academic excellence is humility. Even when you think you know more than your supervisor, you know more than your teacher, you should still express such opinions with humility. Very importantly at this stage now, we call it biannual evaluation of programs, biannual evaluation of postgraduate lecturers, biannual evaluation of participants, biannual evaluation of staff. These are mandatory, and it will be held usually between about February and July. Every year, it is compulsory. We want to get feedback. Like I've told many of you that have been in my office, if this is where you are today, this is A, and you want to be at B, what is going to bridge that gap for you is the feedback, the evaluation you get. So this evaluation is coming directly from you participants, you students, and is going to the School of Postgraduate Studies. It is going to be accessible by the dean. So your evaluation is going from you directly, is going to the School of Postgraduate, and you have the option of not including your name. So you may decide to remain anonymous. So we welcome this evaluation. It's going to start this session. You are going to be evaluating all of us, all teachers, everybody you come across at the University of Lagos. You are going to do that evaluation to help us to grow. Study the prospectus, ladies and gentlemen. Study our prospectus to gain comprehensive insight into our institution's offerings, into our academic programs, into our calendar, to know about our extracurricular activities. Not many of you, for example, know that we have state-of-the-art Olympic-sized swimming pool, for example, at the University of Lagos. We have a lot of facilities that you need to appraise yourself with. So please kindly study the prospectus. Ignorance is not an excuse. You have the prospectus. And this enables you to make informed decisions, informed opinions about your education, and to fully engage with the opportunities at your disposal. There are so many opportunities at your disposal, but it's only when you avail yourself the opportunity of reading the prospectus you will know this. Regulations. Our regulations are very critical. Policies are policies. Regulations are regulations. Ignorantia juris non excusat. It's a Latin phrase meaning ignorance is not an excuse, especially concerning exam malpractices. Please kindly arm yourself with our regulations. Plagiarism and academic integrity, very important to us. Plagiarism is the worst form of crime in academic environment. Copying others' work without due acknowledgement, pretending that it's your own work, it is greatest crime in academic environment. Flee from it. I am not going to say walk away from it. Flee from it. Academic integrity is very important. Harassment and student protection. We have a lot of facilities. We have a lot of opportunities to protect our students at the University of Lagos. Please be bold enough to talk. When you see something, say something. When you hear something, say something. You will not only help yourself, you will not only help the system, but you will help others. So it is important that you avail yourself of all these facilities that are all the supporting facilities to protect our students at the University of Lagos from all forms of evil, from all forms of harassment. Make use of our library, ladies and gentlemen. We have the best library in West Africa and probably in Africa. The best library any university can have, we have it at the University of Lagos, both physical and online. And as I round up, please kindly pay attention to your health. We encourage you to prioritize your health, particularly your mental well-being. Ladies and gentlemen, at this junction, I will appeal to us. Let's be our brother's keepers. Let's be our brother's keepers. When you don't see somebody who sits very often beside you every day, you are not seeing him or her, ask for him. Or when you see somebody who is always smiling and suddenly the person is looking sad, ask him one or two questions. Has he spoken with his doctor? Has he spoken with his counselor? Has he spoken with the psychologist? Has he seen the therapist? Please, let's ask questions. The rule is that when you see something, kindly say something. When you hear something, kindly say something. This is really very important. Commitment and motivation. A strong commitment to your academic and professional goals. I know many of you are busy, but you have opted to be a student at the University of Lagos School of Postgraduate Study. Put in your very best. Put in your 100%. Be intrinsically motivated. Be motivated internally. Do not wait until your supervisor. Do not wait until your teacher. Do not wait until your mentor motivates you. Be motivated from within yourself. This is really very important. You must have excellent skill in time management. This is another topic for another day. When time permits, we can run a workshop on that, please, especially using the so-called Eisenhower or priority matrix. You must learn to prioritize tasks. You must learn to manage your time. Time management skill is absolutely important on this journey that you have started, on this journey that you are on. Planning and organizational skills to balance coursework. You have to balance coursework. You have to balance your research. You have to balance other commitments. You have to balance even your laboratory. You have to balance even your extracurricular activities. For example, some of you should learn how to swim. You should learn how to play golf. You should learn how to play, what else? Judo. You should learn how to dance. You should learn how to play music. You should learn how to jump. You must learn how to do a lot of things outside the academic. Collaboration and network. Please build bridges as you embark on this journey before you need them. Like I always say, build bridges before you get to the bank of the river. Build connections before you need them. It is a rule of the thumb. The ability to work collaboratively with your peers, with the faculty, with other professionals in your field is very critical to your success. Very important to your success, not only today, but to your success forever. Networking skills to build relationships within the academia, within the industry, within the public, within the government, within administration. These are very important skills that you need to develop. I am sure, like you have said at the earlier meeting today, that by the time we fully start and inaugurate our doctoral academy at the School of Postgraduate Studies, these are many of the things that we will be doing. For example, teaching how to write papers, teaching how to write for grants, manuscript, teaching about communication. These are many of the skills that we are going to be handling at the Doctoral Academy of the School of Postgraduate Studies. Responsible decision-making, the ability to make informed and responsible decisions regarding academic career with our choices, with what we do is very critical. We must develop these skills. Consideration of ethical implications of all our actions, of all our decisions, these are also very vital. So these are some of the things that you need to arm yourself with. I've talked about extracurricular activities, sports, meditation, music, singing, dancing. And as I round up, delight in your journey. Do not delay. Do not delay your celebration till the very end. As you move along this journey, celebrate every little win, every small win. Celebrate yourself. You know, oh, do not wait until the very last day when you have your PhD, when you have your master's, when you have your PGD, until you celebrate yourself. Celebrate every small win. You know, revel in every triumph, no matter how modest. Resist the urge to defy joy until the final destination, ladies and gentlemen. And are there going to be grievances? Are there going to be ups and downs? Yes, in affirmation. What are we to do? Social media is not the answer. You do not destroy your school because you want to make a point. We have several areas for you to put in your complaints. Course advisor, supervisor, the FOs, the DRs, the directors, PG teachers, HODs, PG coordinator, we have the counseling unit, we have the safeguarding center, we have the sub-dean, we have the dean. So you have so many offices, so many people that you can lay complaints at their doorstep. Refrain from saying you want to prove a point by going on social media. The reputation of your certificate can never be greater than the reputation of your university. So, ladies and gentlemen, therefore, ensure you have a mentor as you go along this journey. As you go along this way, make sure you have a guide. Make sure you have a coach. Make sure you have a supervisor. Make sure you have an accountable friend. Make sure you have an intelligent advisor. These are really very, very important. And as you go along this journey, learn to manage your supervisors. You must learn to manage. What interests your supervisor? You must learn. What puts off your supervisor? It is part of the training at postgraduate level. You must develop special skills to manage your supervisor. It's part of your training. It is part of your journey. Supervision is very critical to your success, and therefore you must learn to manage them. And in the same vein, attestation to your career, to your character. Who can attest to your character? The best person is your supervisor. But very often I see many students over the years coming to the Dean of Postgraduate Study to attest to character. I mean, the Dean of PG School can only attest to the student he has supervised. And I ask some of you, who supervise you? They will tell me the name. Go and meet your supervisor to attest to your character. They will say, I've not been in contact with him. All the students, Professor Abraham Oshiribi has supervised. We are in contact for life. We relate for life. They can contact me at any time. I can contact them at any time. So please learn to manage your supervisor, develop the relationship, develop strategy of managing your supervisor. This is really very important. And as you know, at the School of Postgraduate Study of the University of Lagos, we do not run an open door policy. We run a no door policy, meaning that our doors are open to you all the day, all the time. Alumni engagement is very important, and it begins now while you are in school. Please, the SPGS logo, study it. It is the compass of the SPGS. It is for both staff. It is also for students at the University of Lagos School of Postgraduate Studies. In closing, as you embark on this remarkable journey of scholarly pursuit, remember that your potential is boundless. Your contributions are invaluable and your impacts are immeasurable. Therefore, embrace the challenges with resilience. Please cherish every moment of discovery. Cherish every moment as you travel along this way. And above all, never lose sight of the profound difference you are destined to make in this world. You are not in this world by accident. You are not at the School of Postgraduate Studies of the University of Lagos by accident. You are here for a purpose. And for that purpose, by God's grace, you will achieve and even beyond. Here is wishing you a journey filled with growth, a journey filled with joy, a journey of fun, a journey of achievement, and endless possibility. So thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, the Dean of the School of Postgraduate Studies, for the wonderful speech this afternoon. So without wasting much of our time, we will start welcoming responses, questions, contributions from our dear postgraduate candidates. Technical team, please help us to manage that. Aaron, Mr. Aaron, you have the floor now.
Hello. Please confirm you can hear me.
Can hear you, Aaron. Mr. Aaron.
Okay, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Prof. I would like to start by appreciating the management for putting together this webinar. I think I've learned a lot for the few minutes I've been on this program. It has been quite engaging. I don't think I had any questions. I think I was trying to test through my system, and I saw that I actually raised my hand at the point, of which I lowered down at that point, but I didn't know I was already being noted to have a question. So thank you for the opportunity.
Let me hand over the mic to the ICT team to coordinate that, please.
Good afternoon once again, and you're welcome to the interactive section with the Dean School of Postgraduate Studies. Can we have Oluwabukola Ale? Thank you. Oluwabukola Ale, over to you. Can we go to Uchenna Chukwu?
Very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sirs. Please confirm if you can hear me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. Sir, and thank you to the SPGS team. First, I want to commend the staff of SPGS. I've been to the center like twice, and the reception was great, and the customer relationship was wonderful. My question is around the ID card. Currently, some people are getting mails saying they should come for capturing. Some are not getting mails, and we're almost wrapping up first semester. So what's the plan to capture every postgraduate student? Because the ID card is supposed to be the means of identification, whether within the school or outside the school? So that's my question. Thank you, sir.
Let's go to Onome Taiwo. Onome Taiwo. Go ahead. You are live. Onome Taiwo, your question or comment. Oluwatoki, over to you. Thank you. Oluwatoki, can you kindly unmute yourself, please? Okay, let's go to the next person. Dr. Uduna. You can unmute yourself, Dr. Uduna.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Prof. Please, am I audible?
Hello, sir.
Hello?
Dr. Uduna.
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Prof. So, please permit me to stand on the already established protocol. Thank you, Prof, for the speech. I also want to use this opportunity to commend all the staff of the School of Postgraduate Studies of UNILAG. Okay, having said that, I have some concerns that I want to bring up to the Dean and the authorities. One is this, I'm aware that for the standard process regarding towards examinations in academic settings like UNILAG, that the students ought to have at least a week, not less than a week, that's free of lectures before the examination starts. Okay, so, and bear in mind that our lectures, meanwhile, I'm a postgraduate part-time student, part one. So we started lectures around, I think the lectures are around 24th of January. Okay, considering that period and now that they fixed the exams for this 20th, and then we were still having lectures, and even new students joined last week, new postgraduate students just joined. The outline of the courses that we are meant to cover, in fact, there are many that we've not even done. So my concern is regarding the whole program and the rush. One of the reasons why actually I was delighted when I gained this admission is to actually know the intricacies of the MBA itself, not just to collect the certificates, sir. So, but with all this rush and the lectures that we're supposed to cover has not been covered, and then there's the exam, and we are still lectures pending. We are still, so it's a concern to me. So that's why I want to bring it up, sir. But once again, thank you, Prof, and all the management staff. Thank you.
Thank you. Noted. Dean will respond at the appropriate time. Let's go back to Oluwatoki Uzenat. Over to you.
No, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Good afternoon, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I had an issue with my school fees. I'm doing medical laboratory science, and I've paid for my 4 semesters. I first of all given admission, direct entry. Later, I have to change to part-time. I was asked to pay for both at the same time. that later they will refund my money back when I'm about paying for the 3rd semesters. And it's over a year now. No response. I've been going to PGD school. If I won't be there this afternoon. So I've submitted my letter several times, and I've not been refunded with my money with the money I pay, that which I was told they will refund back before the 3rd semester. Now I don't have money to pay for the 3rd semester, although I've already paid for the utility fees except the school fees now, which I'm waiting from the postgraduates to refund my money back, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go to Kamaruddin Lawal. Mr. Kamaruddin Lawal, over to you, sir.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kamaruddin Lawal. I'm a PhD student from the Department of Estate Management. I want to first of all appreciate the Dean of Postgraduate School and all the staff of postgraduate school. Yeah, postgraduate work is hectic, and going to the PG school to resolve 1 or 2 problems. I think the response rate has been very good, and I want to commend the staff. But there's something that we have been having issue with for quite some time now. The issue of university email. And so we have been having issue with that. We have to write our name when we went to the PG school. I've gone there like 3 or 4 times now, and that's not been resolved. There are certain resources that it has been difficult for us to access them online because of the lack of the institution's email. So I want to crave the indulgence of the dean to help us in this regard, so that it will go a long way to assist our academic work. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much. Mr. Kisling. Ofuri Kisling, over to you, sir.
All right. Good afternoon, my prof. Thank you so much. I hope I am heard. Yeah. I want to really appreciate your administration for what you have done so far. The 2 interactions I've had the opportunity to engage with you during the induction, and now it has given me enough motivation to excel. Now, this is just for the future consideration of Department of Accounting. Several years ago, I wanted to do accounting, although I didn't do accounting in my first degree. I submitted that I have ICANN, I have ACCA, I have CETA. In abroad, I was given admission to do accounting, but in UNILAG said, no, I am not qualified. So I think we should look at it. When a professional wants to major in an area of his passion, he should be given that opportunity. Not everybody will have the opportunity to do the major course at first degree. So I just want us to take a look at that. Then finally, I also want the School of Postgraduate. One of my colleagues have said it. Those of us on part-time, we are rushing. It may not all go well for excellent academic engagement. So we want to plead that subsequently admission should be given on time, and the time of duration to study should not be short-term. Thank you very much for the good work you are doing, sir. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Engineer Komalafe Michael, over to you, sir.
All right, thank you so much. All right, thank you, sir. All protocols duly observed. All right, thank you, sir, for that presentation. It was really impactful. I have held UNILAG at a very high esteem, and I still hold them at a very high esteem. But unfortunately, the experience during the beginning of this program is not encouraging at all. You have said several things regarding what we can have access to in the university. But unfortunately, all these information, they are hidden. Why? Because we have not collected our prospectus. We paid. Some paid for soft copies, some paid for the hard copies. Till now, and the semester is going to an end. I have not received. I don't know if any of the PG students have received, but I have not. So all this you have mentioned, the benefit, especially during our course registration, it gave us a very tough time knowing the right courses to register. Why? Because we have no, the prospectus was never in our disposal. So I don't know why the ups and downs during the course of the program. And I sincerely hope Unilag at a very high esteem. So that is just my observation and question, sir.
Okay, let me. Thank you.
Yeah, can we listen to the Dean School of Postgraduate Studies for the response? Thank you.
So I will thank you for your responses. So I will start in reverse order. So I will start with the most recent, which is prospectus. Number one is that if you have paid for your prospectus and you don't still have your prospectus, you should let us know immediately. We have prospectus. However, this section, we are only giving e-copy of prospectus. If you paid for hard copy, you will get your refund back within the next few days. Let me take that again. We have our prospectus. However, because of reorientation that we are doing, we are for this section at this particular time, let me clarify that at this particular time, at this particular offering, we are only giving e-copy prospectus. So if you paid for hard copy, then you will get some refund. And that within the next few days, once you apply for that, you give us evidence, you will get. But you can have your e-prospectus as we speak right now, immediately. ICC team, is that correct? Yes, we have your e-prospectus. So next question is, yes, I love what you talk about democratization of postgraduate education, which we have already started. In fact, we have a proposal from the School of Postgraduate Studies that we, by God's grace, should be with the management of the university, advocating for the enablement of scholars that have done professional courses to be able to pursue doctoral degrees at the University of Lagos. Is going to happen. And this will be a not too distant future. In fact, by the next academic session, we should have achieved that. Then I will take the ID card and university email. Apologies for this, but I can tell you that the university management, under the able leadership of our Vice Chancellor, we've just launched about a month ago. Is it a month? Up a month now? Over a month now. The university-wide computerization. So ID cards, university emails, delays will soon be a thing of the past. However, if there are isolated bottlenecks that you are experiencing, please kindly let us know and we intervene on your behalf, please. That is concerning the ID cards and the emails. Of course, I understand the importance of getting email. There are so many resources that you will be denied of without getting our university email. So please bear with us just for a while. The university has already launched a university-wide computerization that all information will be digitalized and then you can get your, in fact, right on that day that it was launched, some of your colleagues got our customized ID cards that is going to serve as so many things. For example, it's going to serve as your ID to the entrance. It can also be used in capturing attendance. You know, it can serve as a point of contact for so many things, accessing all our resources at the University of Lagos. I'm sure within the next couple of months, we should have gone through all. In fact, I have to also go for my own recapturing as a staff, and so many other my colleagues. Then the next thing about refund. Refund takes some time. You have to, you see, when you must realize that when you actually make payments to the so-called account of PG school, especially when you pay school fees, you pay obligatory fee, you are actually paying into a sub-account of Central Bank of Nigeria, because we now run the single treasury system. You know, so it takes some time, even when the dean of PG school has approved that you get a refund. By the time the CA checks the books, recommending, then of course the dean approves. It still takes some time. It's just because of the processes that are involved. You know, we are very particular about processes. This is a federal government institution with its own policy. So please, apologies for the undue delay, apologies for the ethics, apologies for the headache that this is giving you. It's just one of those things that are been put, those limitations or bottlenecks that have been intentionally put in place to ensure due diligence. Then concerning timetable, let me tell you categorically that most of the issues we are having is actually as a result of many of you not paying attention to enough details and due diligence. This year, we decided to make things easier for our students that have come from all walks of life, from various places, to say, oh, this year, we are not going to do physical screening. We are going to do virtual screening, meaning that you don't have to come to the School of Postgraduate Studies before we screen you and allow you to proceed to the next stage, which is registration. Unfortunately and sadly, many of your colleagues did not upload the required documents. Many of you later realized that when we are told to upload NYC certificate or in secondary school of your university, because many of you realized suddenly that you could upload any paper and it will allow you to proceed to the next stage. So, and that's what many of you did. So it means that we still have to ask you to come and do physical screening, which takes time, which honestly we do not want to do at this level of your career. The second sad thing that many of you did was also that many of your colleagues do not read the instruction. And this is just about a quarter to 1/2 page instruction. Many of you, by the time many of you now came to the School of Postgraduate Studies, the admission officer will now tell them, look at this line. Oh, it is there. I did not see it. That has become the common things we see. So many of your colleagues did not read in between line. Many of your colleagues contracted your applications out to people who are not knowledgeable enough, who I can best address as nothing but touts. So, and you know when touts are filling form, you know the way they fill their forms. Sometimes they even use their own email. They disorganize the names. You have given the names in this order. Abraham Adewale Adepoju. But the thought we not know that there is another. He now puts Adewale as the first name, and he put the other one as the middle name. And in accordance with our policy at the University of Lagos, the names with which you come in, it is the name with which you must graduate. It is our policy. So anything that will change this will take time. And still on this, especially MBA class, to change the timetable, it is not even in the best interest of your majority. As some of you have called me now, sir, can you intervene that we give an extension? Some of your colleagues are already calling me on the other phone. Sir, don't allow it to, because I've already taken leave. Oh. Don't agree, sir, that we should give any extension, no, because I've already taken my leave. And no change will be entertained in my place of work. So it's a difficult situation. In as much as I appreciate your concern, in as much as I would have loved to say we should even shift by 1 month, but unfortunately, it won't be in the best interest of the majority of you that are working class. Notwithstanding, I will appeal to my colleagues, whatever we can do to moderate it, whatever we can do to still allay your fears, whatever we can do to make life easier, we would honestly do. So please, the so-called free lecture week that we are not able to attend is largely because of many of you did refuse, many of you failed to adhere strictly to the instructions that we gave, and therefore allow the screening exercise to proceed to too long period. As a matter of fact, the screening exercise was really more heavier on our part, meaning that the toll on us is even more than usual, because my staff had to work weekend, they had to work during unholy hours just to ensure that everything is right. Those are many of the things we never bargained for. These are many of the things we never planned for, because we were expecting that as postgraduate scholars, when you ask a postgraduate scholar, upload statement of result, we are expecting that we will see statement of result. When you ask a postgraduate scholar, please kindly upload NYC certificate. It should be NYC certificate. But alas, that is not what we saw. So please, many of you have actually caused it. But that notwithstanding, like I said, we will see what you can do to ameliorate the ethic and the headache that you are having. Thank you. We can take some more questions. We still have about 15 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, let's go to Mr. Peter Kolawole. Over to you, sir. 1 minute. You don't have much time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please confirm you can hear me.
Very well. Go ahead, sir.
Prof, distinguished Dean, we appreciate you for everything. I will say your opening speech was more like a TED talk, and it was so motivational. So I happen to be the class governor for the PhD candidate, year 2, and yes, you had mentioned that you're working on the emails, trying to digitalize a number of processes. However, I'll be very I'll need to put this, because put it forward that we had had this same meeting, and I think we had it last year, and so up until now, and I recall that I think one of our colleagues also mentioned the issue of the email. Now at this point, we're having to do seminars, we're having to start our research work proper, and we find it difficult to we still have restriction to some of these resources. I want to know how temporarily you can just be of help so that we can just have access to some of these resources. I want to know how you want to help out, but maybe a temporary email, a generic email that we can just use, for maybe a particular set, maybe 1 or 2 or 5 assets that we can just, maybe for the PhD students anyways. I want to know if that arrangement can sort of be made. Number 2 is that I also want to know how possible it is, or what the arrangement of the postgraduate school is with respect to accommodation, because some of us may also have need to be close to the supervisors, be close to the school to see how they can push their research and conclude on time. Thirdly, if that is not also the case, is there also maybe a reading arrangement? Because I know that, a number of us, more than 95% of us work, we are workers. And so we may not be privy to the accessing the university libraries, because sometimes by the time some of us who even live in Lagos, for example, work on the island, by the time we're driving back to the mainland, traffic and all that, we don't get home until maybe say 8:30, 9 p.m. But we may also want to say use the weekend, say from that Friday, maybe read up until Sunday. Is there an arrangement where we could also use the school premises to come, do a focused research work? I don't know if the sort of that arrangement. Those are the issues I thought to bring forward. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. I want to plead with all to make it brief because we have so many people that want to ask questions. Thank you. Let's go to Blessing Bruce.
Good afternoon, sir. Please confirm you can hear me, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Prof. Dean. Thank you for the opportunity. I just want to bring to your notice, we've been having classes, and oftentimes, because of the timing where we do our classes, I just want to bring the exam timetable to your attention. I don't know if anything can be done. So many of us, we work and we get to find out that the exam timetable, we have to write our exams every day, so we can still have time to prepare for another one. I just want to know if this can be considered, because your timetable is too choked up, where we have every course, just for a week, I have to write every day. So I just want to bring that to your notice. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Let's go to Amen. Amen.
Okay, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, sir.
Please confirm you can hear me. Okay, all right. Starting on the established protocol, good afternoon, our dear Dean. Thank you for the orientation. It was quite a rich insight orientation. My concern is for we, the postgraduate students in Department of Nursing, set 2024/2025 point of entry, postgraduate students in the Department of Nursing. We are yet to register our courses. We are unable to register our courses even up to this time for this new academic section, both the full-time and the part-time students. And then also, for me in particular, I was wrongly debited. That is when I was paying my fees. Instead of 75,000, I was debited to the tune of 150. But I've written a letter to the office of the dean to that effect. So if that can be corrected. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's go to God's Power, Abraham. God's Power, Abraham. Can you unmute yourself? You share the same name with our dean. That's what I'm calling of.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Prof.
Good afternoon, sir.
I appreciate your presentation this afternoon. Thank you, sir. My question is concerning the prospectus, which you have already answered. And then my further question now is, how do we apply for the balance? How do we go about it? I would like to know. That's just my question. For those who paid 11,000, how do we apply for the balance?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Let's go to Samiroje. Samiroje.
Good afternoon, sir. Please
Good
can you hear me,
afternoon, ma'am.
sir?
Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for the speech and presentation. All protocols duly observed. So now my question is about there was an extra payment that was made for those in community health and primary care full-time master students in School of Medicine. So we made 75,000 naira for catering, of which we did not attend, and it was meant for the MPH students. So I would like to ask if there's a way that we can request for a refund of the 75,000 naira. Sir. So again, my second question is for the exam. Is there a way that it can be reduced to one paper every day for us instead of two papers? Sir? Thank you very much, sir.
Can you please help us with the department, the program, and the section?
Community health and primary care, public health. Sir. 2025 to 2026 section.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go to Titilope Olowu. Can you please unmute yourself? Titilope Olowu. Let's go to Mr. Michael.
Can you hear me, sir?
Oh, you're welcome, ma'am.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my question goes this way. Firstly, we thank you for the rotation and the talks and solving our problems. But I want to buttress concerning the payment we did, the double payment we did. Firstly, we first paid for full-time and secondly for part-time. I want to suggest if they can use it for our school fees, instead of refunding the money back to us, we want to use it to pay for the first semester school fees. I want to ask if it is possible for them to do that for us. Then secondly, sir, the question I want to ask is, we've been paying, the last term we paid for ID card. This time around too, we're asked to pay for ID card. Is it the same ID card or a different ID card we are paying for, sir? Thank you so much. That's my question.
Mr. Michael. Michael. Mr. Michael. Let's go to Emiloju Edun. Emiloju Edun.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
You can go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon, Prof. Thank you for the speech. I will just be quick as possible. I just want to address the issue of exam timetable. I'm from environmental and sustainability and policy department. So I've observed that in our timetable we have exams every day. So I want the School of Postgraduate Studies to look into it, because most of us are coming from outside the school. You know, when we are having exams every day, there won't be enough time for us to revise our notes, because some people are coming as far as from Ogun State, and to be coming to school on a daily basis, it will be quite difficult. So I don't know if there can be a kind of a space in between the exam, so that when we finish one exam, we will have enough time to revise the next paper before writing them. That's just my observation and concern. I want the school to look into this to make it easier for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Let's go to Quadri Stella. Quadri Stella. Okay, let's go to Adiemi Bankole.
Okay, hello, good afternoon, sir. All right, I would like to ask a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can go ahead, man. You have the floor, man.
Yes, am I on?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right, I actually wanted to ask as regard the hostel. We are asked to put in into the hostel and apply for it. We've applied for some time now, and the first semester is almost over. And the information we still get is they are still compiling names, they are still compiling, and there is no information as regard that this first semester is almost over. We're about to start the second semester. The concern is, are we going to pay the school the full hostel fee and stay for a few months before the end of the program? That's the question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go to Mr. Isaac Rauf. Isaac Rauf.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you, Prof. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yeah, you can go ahead, sir.
All right, thank you very much, sir. It's regarding those of us in Faculty of Education. I have some concerns, but I need to appreciate our lecturers. They are doing wonderfully well, and the staff too. They're doing wonderfully well. But number one, up till now, our exam timetable is yet to be out. That is number one. And from the calendar, we are told that the exam will start on the 20th of April. So I want clarification on that. And number two, we have a particular faculty course that's fed 840. It's a very large class, and we're about 700, if I'm not mistaken. So most times we have this class in an environment that is not too conducive. And as such, the class is not effective to a very large extent. So I don't know what the school has in plan for that. It may not meet this particular session, maybe it's for subsequent sessions. And number three is concerning our part-time students. They are not given enough consideration. Many of them applied because they are working and they are only available in the evenings or weekend. But the situation we find here is that they are merged with full-time who attends lecture in the morning and sometimes maybe in the afternoon. And as such, many of them miss these classes. And if they miss these classes, how do they want to write exam and all of that?
Which
So in Faculty of Education, generally.
Which program? Which program, sir?
The program across the education, Faculty of Education. I know of science education, I know of social science education, I know of art education. Many of them.
What is the course? The course in particular, can you please tell us the course title?
The course title, like all the edu courses we offer, Edu 801, 802, 803, 804, we have to merge full-time and part-time together.
Can you tell us your own program, the name of your own program?
Mathematics education.
Thank you.
First.
Yeah, can we go to Mr. Batula? Okay. Let's go to Nan, N-A-N, Nan. Ogunkoya Sheun. Ogunkoya Sheun.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Sir, please, I want to confirm when with the submission. I was just given admission like 2 weeks ago. So I want to confirm when with the submission of our documents. When is the deadline for submission? And if we can do our citing of credentials in proxy, as if I can send my documents to someone to help me do the citing because I'm in Abuja. Thank
Is
you,
it
sir.
PhD, ma?
MPhil.
It can be, ma. Thank you. Okay, let's probably go back to the dean for the response so far. Thank you.
Thank you. I start from the last. The last speaker, I will advise that you get across to the subdean, please, on that. That will be handled. That is not a problem at all. So again, I will take it in reverse order. Margin of part-time and full-time students are highly discouraged in this great institution. So we will take that serious and we are going to discourage it. Part-time and full-time students are not to be merged for engagement, please. If I thought there is going to be a meeting point, it should not be something that is occurring every now and then. It should be for the benefit of the two groups. Maybe there's a synergy that the facilitators wanted to exploit. But to become a regular pattern, to become regular and to become a pattern, no, we do not accept it. And we are looking into that immediately. Thank you. On examination timetable, we will also look into that. We are going to have a meeting with the HODs and postgraduate coordinators as soon as possible. However, timetables is not as easy as you think. I'm telling you, especially when you look at the constraints in terms of facilities available to us. It is not as easy as you think. So many things are taken into consideration. It's not just while your own convenience is also good. Logistics, facilities are also being taken into consideration. So, but we will look at that, how we can see if there can be gaps, if there can be exam can be done alternate days rather than being on every day, which, okay, so we will look into that, no doubt about that. Then concerning use of our library facilities, especially by PhD students who are without ID card, please contact the subdean immediately after this meeting. If you are a PhD student and you don't have ID card. However, if, for example, you need the place urgently, you let us know so that the dean can write a letter on your behalf to the library while we are getting ready your identification, so that they can use your course registration form to offer you access to our facility at our libraries. So we gladly do that. But like I told you earlier, the delay ID card, delayed ID card will soon be a thing of the past, please. By God's grace, we are working on it. Then for refund, you see the same story. You see, when you pay, let me just repeat for emphasis again. When you pay, you are not actually paying into an account of School of Postgraduate Studies. You are actually paying to accounts of Central Bank of Nigeria because of the single treasury, because of the treasury single policy. It's a policy of the Nigerian government. It's not just for University of Lagos. All federal government parastatals. So because you are waiting for a refund and you now want to just to use that refund in lieu of the school fees for next session, it's not possible, my brothers and sisters. We cannot do that. CA, can you do that for us? It's even beyond us. We cannot do that. So please exercise some patience. You will get your refund eventually. Then the timetable, exam timetable, okay, that is recurrent. To people, weekend use of the library and other resources. We will liaise again with the university library to see whether there are, I know there are some services during weekend, but I'm not too sure, honestly, but we'll find out. We'll find out if some facilities are available. Okay, I learned that facilities are available when exam is approaching. So, but we confirm and get back to you. And to the last, but certainly not the least, is to let you know that this interaction does not end with this meeting. Feel free if there are questions that are still agitating your mind. If you are not satisfied with some of the responses, kindly feel free to contact us at the earliest convenience of yours. So it's not going to be a one-off interaction. We are going to be having this repeatedly. So ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for coming. I'm wishing you all the very best. And please kindly enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your evening. God bless you all. Looking forward to having more interactions with you. Looking forward more to see you. And please, kindly, if you have not joined our platform on Telegram, kindly join the platform on Telegram. Please, there is a platform for all postgraduate students of the University of Lagos on Telegram. The MPhil PhD are on WhatsApp. However, for PGD masters, we are using the Telegram because of our numbers. Please kindly ensure that you are a member of this group. Thank you, and God bless you all. Looking forward to seeing you at the top. Thank you. Members with me, thank you, DR, CA, Subdean, heads of unit, I thank you all as well. The ICT team, Jeffrey is looking at me whether we thank him. Abe, thank you. Samson, Jacob, thank you all. So, let me check my flights. Wọ́n ṣì ń pọ̀ báyìí ní part-time, full-time. Pẹ̀lú bá ṣe ń sọ